Hey, Mean Matt here. Back in January of 1993, an epic show began. Monday Night Raw. One of the biggest things that WWE can come up with, or at this time, WWF can come up with. And it was a good show. And for years and years, it was a good show. It was fun to watch. And then around 2006, maybe later than that, kind of, I don't know, it kind of lost its touch. And then it would get better, then it would get worse, and shows are like that. This year, this last night, I think Monday Night Raw is the worst product there is out there. And it should be, because, first of all, it has the lowest rating. Vince McMahon knows that. He's pissed off about it. You have the biggest stars on your roster that are still going, you know. And by then you have SmackDown, and SmackDown is your superior brand at this point in time. Despite this whole James Ellsworth Turtle Boy gimmick, or not gimmick, but this guy that has had a chance at the WWE Championship when he just started wrestling. So back to Monday Night Raw. Watching it last night, I didn't see the beginning of it, which a lot of people posted on their Facebook, and apparently it was a match that didn't happen right away because Chris Jericho couldn't find his clipboard full of people that were on the fucking list. Alright, we'll save that for the main event. Turn on Raw, and I see a screaming match between Mick Foley, Sasha Banks, and Charlotte. And then I see the Cruiserweight match between TJ, whatever his face is, and I'm still getting to know the other guy. That's fine. The next segment we go to, Goldberg's opponent for Survivor Series, his opponent that was a WrestleMania 20, Bill Goldberg, or Brock Lesnar. And Paul Heyman come out and basically talk. And they talk and they talk and they talk. It's not really Brock Lesnar talking, it's Paul Heyman. And it's really fucking going nowhere. And then they leave. Then we have main event, which was the triple threat match, which Kevin Owens retained his WWE Universal Championship, which is great. So there's a lot of things that the WWE can change, while the WWE Monday Night Raw can change to get it right back to the best ratings and maybe beat SmackDown. First of all, get rid of this 3 hours bullshit. The WWE Monday Night Raw should not be 3 hours. Or 4 hours, whichever it is. It shouldn't be that long because you're wasting time. It was a good idea in the beginning. You had one of the biggest opportunities to make the first 2 hours about the children or whatever you want. Make it cartoonish. And maybe the last hour make it serious. Make it more for the adults. But they didn't do that. It was there was match. Oh, first, no, it was commentary, then it was in-ring interview, whatever, then it was match, then it was backstage interference, then it was this, and then... So basically, you had less wrestling and more talking. Now, I understand Mick Foley comes out and he's been in the Hell in a Cell matches before. So he's, first of all, he's screaming, which I've never seen that before from Mick Foley. It's like a Vietnam flashback on the Hell in a Cell matches. Talking to Charlotte, talking to Sasha, doing all that kind of stuff. And that's fine. Okay, I get it. But shortly after, you have the starting of TJ, what's his face? TJ Perkins. And that's like, you have to do all your endorsements, you know. Oh, Raw's brought to you by this. Raw's brought to you by that. Then you have a backstage segment. Then you have TJ Perkins come out. Then you go to a commercial. That's another thing that really needs to be stopped right there. There's all these fucking commercials. In fact, I see more commercials than I do see Monday Night Raw. It's kind of pathetic. There's a lot of bullshit out there. You know, that's what needs to stop. You need to cut your program down a little bit. You have to less filler, less talking, more wrestling. I know Vince McMahon doesn't want to be a wrestling company, but fuck him. I think I covered basically all of it. Oh, well, the storylines are kind of shit too. I mean, let's not get... I'm not even gonna talk about SmackDown just yet, because I have a few things to get off my chest about James Ellsworth. I probably already talked about it. There you have one of the main things that you need to cut out of your program to make it better. And another thing too, and it's not really big, but you have the title. The WWE title should never be featured in the main event of Raw or even SmackDown. And I know it's happened a lot through the years. It would be a hell of a lot more special if you saved title defenses for your events, for your Survivor Series, for your SummerSlam, for your WrestleMania, even Unforgiven or whatever, you know. Don't have title defenses on Raw or SmackDown, because then it loses its value. It lost its value a long time ago. I could care less now about, oh, well, they have a title defense here, No Mercy. Well, they always defend it on Raw or SmackDown, so it doesn't mean that much anymore. It's a lot of little things that need to be changed in Vince McMahon's WWE. Because the WWE that we all knew, what I knew as a kid, and I know I've seen a lot of YouTube videos about people talking about the same thing, what I knew as a little kid, and I know that everything has to evolve. Everything has to evolve, but you have to make your company, you have to want to get better ratings. I know Vince McMahon's over 70 now, but come on, get your shit together.